Hello and welcome to Lord Havoc's Marvel Champions custom content extravaganza. I have another creator spotlight for you today. It's a bit of an interesting one because this person, A, has a name that I can't pronounce on the video, so we're going to shorten it a little. And two, also doesn't actually have any custom content of their own, but is a very important member of the community, in my opinion, because of the massive amount of playtesting that they do. And also the reviews and stuff. So I thought it was just the spotlight wouldn't be complete unless I had the one and only BubbleGum. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Awesome.
I'm doing good. Just for disclaimers, my name is a reference to a song by Marina, who is my queen. So
okay, but I still can't say it though.
That's understandable, but it's not derogatory.
No. I didn't think it was in any way, shape, or form. I did actually Google it, so I do know. But that's fine. But let's just not get in trouble though. We're just going to call you Bubblegum. We'll go from there. All right. Well, I introed you, but it would be if you could please do an introduction of yourself and how you got into custom Marvel Champion stuff, please.
Oh, geez. Okay. Multi-layered question. Well, I'm Bubblegum. I'm in the States. And I love strategy games and card games and basically anything that, like, board games, all that kind of stuff. That's just my jam. It's always been my jam. But I also like mods and custom stuff because I got a lot of things I like and other people do too, and I like to for example, Darkest Dungeon is one of my favorite games, and the modding community in that game is crazy huge. But anyways,
Darkest Dungeon, the board game.
There's a board game but it started as a video game.
Oh, okay, cool, awesome.
But anyways, I got into Champions actually kind of late. Almost 2 years ago now. I bought it for my son for Christmas, and we opened it up, and he loved it, as did I. And one thing leads to another, and I don't know how I exactly got into it, but I looked up custom content and ended up being exposed to everybody that's made custom content, and the custom content scene for this game is humongous. So
cool, awesome. Do you still let your son play it, or do you play it, or have you stolen it? You've taken it off him?
We play it all the time. So I bought it physical. I have everything physical.
Yeah. I
think I'm legit missing one hero. I think I'm missing Storm.
Okay. But
I have everything else, and so we will play physical usually. All my testing and stuff is done through TTS, but
yeah. Cool. I have the policy that I won't play a hero on TTS unless I actually physically own them.
Well, I broke that rule because I play Storm on TTS.
Oh, disgrace. But you do at the very least have Doctor Strange and Captain America, right? Like all the first Rage heroes?
Oh, yeah, I do have them. I got them. Yeah, I got them. They were out of print when I got them, but I got them, right after I got into it. And I got them for normal price, and now the news has come out that they're not going to reprint them, period. And they're just going to move on from it.
Yeah, it's
my buddy who I just got into the game, he just bought a Doctor Strange pack for $80.
Yeah. Oh, they're going up to 160 now. So it's getting crazy, which is a shame.
I have to go down to my local store and see if they have any.
Although it turns out they are going to rejig Hulk and re-release him, a rejigged version of him. I think that's pretty interesting.
Good.
Yeah, hopefully they go back to the original version. So we'll see how it goes. Cool. All right. So since you don't actually, you don't actually create your own customs. You don't have any of your own customs that I'm aware of. Are you thinking of dipping your toe into that area? Do you have some ideas for your own?
I have toyed with the idea of doing my own custom work. I'm very bad at Photoshop. Right. I know it's not terribly hard from what I understand, but it's just it's not. I don't think I'm ready yet to get into it. I may get into it at some point. Like I've thought of because there's a I'm big into anime, and there's a good chunk of anime that I think would actually be pretty cool. Like I've done a lot of thinking about like Cowboy Bebop and how some people from that I would really like to be in the game.
That would be cool. Is that like the coolest anime ever, Cowboy Bebop?
Yes, it's my favorite anime.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
I don't know
I thought,
did.
Yeah, I had this brainchild of like Spike and Faye as heroes.
See, I actually know
Faye would like use, like if you're playing with other people, she would be able to use their stuff. But I was trying to figure out a way to make it so it didn't feel like not fun for the other player.
Well, you would make it so that they could still use it themselves, but Faye could also use
it. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of where I kind of got to, because, you know, Faye is like the master thief, all this stuff. So
yeah.
She should be able to use her allies' stuff because she always steals stuff from the Bebop anyways.
Dude, let's talk outside of this interview. I've got an idea. I've got an idea for you. I just created a new custom hero myself, Amanda Waller. And one of her cards I've actually cut from her set, and you can have it. We'll talk. We'll talk. Okay. Let's talk. Because it suits Faye more than it suits Amanda. Anyway, so all right, cool. So yeah, that's. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't know how you could resist playing some of these customs, because you play a heap of them, like I said in my intro. And do you ever sort of think, you know, I probably would have done it a little bit. I mean, it's part of your review. You give like suggestions, right? So it's like, how do you not then sort of just go whole hog? Like, I don't know how you resist just going, I'm just going to just do my version of this character and make it the way I thought it should have been.
Well, it's kind of hard. So when I do my reviews, I hold a lot of respect for the creators, and I also know that they, you know, like almost all their creations, if not all of their creations, are like their babies. And nobody wants to, like, you know, get insulted, or not even insulted, but like, you know, receive negative feedback in certain ways.
Yes.
So I try to like temper it.
Nice.
And so I don't pretend to be some, you know, arbiter of balance. Like,
yep.
I like certain things. Like there's heroes that are objectively broken, but like they're fun to play. Like that's what I care about.
Yeah. Okay.
So as long as it's fun, I guess is what I'm going for. But yeah, and I kind of fall back on the I don't make anything custom right now. So I really don't feel comfortable like telling them what it should be. I'm more like, I'll give you like what I think.
Yeah. Cool. I really like your review style. I really like it. It's you are, because I completely agree that feedback should be respectful. I absolutely love feedback as long as it comes from the right place. Nobody wants to hear, well, this just sucked. Right? Nobody wants to hear that, right? And
it's not constructive.
Yeah, how dare you do that anyway? Because how would you know, right? So, but feedback that to me that is constructive and is just sort of it comes from a good place is helpful, right? I mean, my Mary Marvel wouldn't be where she was if I didn't have that, right? And so, I really and you do that. You are always respectful. You always come from a place of, hey, look, I don't know the ins and outs of this game. I'm no expert, but this is why I found fun, and this is what I didn't find as fun. You know, maybe something like that. I really like it. When I first stumbled upon your reviews, it was before I actually knew you in the Discord. I actually stumbled upon your reviews on Reddit, and I was just like, wow, because funnily enough, you reviewed a hero. I found your review of a hero just after I had reviewed them on my show, and I was like, okay, cool, let's check it out, because it was Batgirl. It was when you.
Okay, cool.
Your Batgirl, and I was like, this is excellent. I actually at one point I thought, why did I say that? That's what I should have said. so it was great. And then you started popping up a lot in the Discord and stuff, and quite often in if there was a game going, you would be involved in it. And so I was like, all right, here's my chance to sort of get to know him. And I gotta tell you, this is the time for revelations. I was actually kind of intimidated by you a little bit because you were so good at what you were doing. I was like, where do I go from here? Like your review of Backgear was far better than my review, and I was kind of like, well, what do I do here? How do I approach this dude? Like it wasn't like he's stepping on my territory type thing. It was more like because we can have a billion reviewers. Who gives a crap? But it was more along the lines, and the more the merrier for the customs, I think. It was more along the lines of, how can I become friends with this dude, and like try and learn from him a bit, and sort of get some stuff happening, and maybe even a collab or something. And then so like I jumped in the game that you were in, and boom, it was just instant friendship. I thought you were super cool, and we were playing the game, and here we are today. It's come from that.
Yeah, what's funny is so one of my reviews directly was okay, I guess this needs a little more explaining. So I got into customs, like I said. I just like Googled it and like ended up and Batman by ES, who's great creator, super cool guy.
Yeah,
was the first custom I ever tried, and I was like, this is so cool. It's so like professionally done. It looks great. Like,
I think that's a lot for a lot of people. Their introduction is Batman, right?
I would not be surprised, because like you see the game and like your first instinct is like, man, if I could like do a DC hero, that'd be really cool.
It would be Batman, and then bang, there he is.
Yeah, and it's always Batman. And so I got into that, and so I kind of went through some heroes, and I'm developing how I want to review, how I want to I'm developing a system, how I want to do it, because like I put the cards like on a scale is basically how I do it.
Yeah.
And then that's how I like grade it. I air quoted, you can't see it, but and what's the point of the story? What's funny is that so in doing like my research and all this stuff and going through stuff, I ended up on your video, one of your custom videos before I ever met you as well, and it was your Elsa video, and she is one of my favorite customs, and I tried her after you did, and I watched your video, and I was like, I want to take that for a spin. And so I took her for a spin. And so she is one of my favorites because of your video.
Cool.
Which I thought was funny.
Awesome. And Elsa apparently is issue 13 of your reviews. So I've got them up on screen. So I've got as the background I'm using, because I'm using the TTS mod of everybody I interview, but since you don't have one, I'm just using the Hitch mod. So this is the Hitch mod. This is where we play. Just to give you a background. But I've also got like a tablet up with your reviews on there. So if you go to reddit.com, try to avoid all the weird stuff on there, and go to, I've got the link out there. I'll have the link in the description, but it's reddit.com user, and your username is ssnc_luck.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Yeah.
What's that?
That was from when I was a kid. Me and my friends had a group called the Super Secret Ninja Clan, so the SSNC.
And your character name was Luck?
Yeah, and I was Luck.
It's like FaZe Clan.
Yeah, exactly.
Super Secret Ninja Club. I love it. Brett. So if you go in there and look via user, so if you go to the user, you can then find, I'm trying to scroll, but for some reason TTS is going up and down. Go into posts, and then there they all are. So you're up to issue 14 with Tracer. Scroll, and you, like you said, you just grade out of A, B, C, D, and you go through each card. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the quality of your review. It's intro, the actual. It doesn't show the images for some reason, but it shows you got the actual cards, and then you go through each individual one, and it's all about whether you had fun with it. And it's like it's. I mean, you do sometimes go into mechanics and stuff, but it's more just
Oh, I do, and then at the end, because I like to push my opinion, I do my own tier list, and so I place them on a tier list.
Yeah. And then each post has the previous post. So then we go to Supergirl. It's interesting that it's not my Supergirl. It's Beretta's Supergirl, which is awesome. I love Beretta's Supergirl.
Beretta's my goat.
Yeah, Beretta is the man. And also ES, as you mentioned before. I love ES so much. And then, this post has got all of them. So you got Batman, Catwoman, Power Girl, love Power Girl. Deku, don't know who that is. Armored Spidey, Akalai, I know that. Solo, Venom, Quinn, Gwenpool. Love the Gwenpool. And Lady Thor, issue 11. So, have you got any more coming up?
I have a big list actually of ones because I've done a ton of testing. Like I said, well, like you said, I play quite a bit. It's just I have to get around to writing them out, and I'm also I haven't figured out a way to do it yet, but I want to review scenarios as well. But it's not as easy as how I do the hero stuff.
Yeah, you promised a review of one of my creations. What's going on?
I do. It's in here. It's Dazzler.
It's Dazzler
that I have.
Yeah.
I have it in here. It just like for transparency, like what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I had 25 that I think I've played enough. Tested enough that I could write reviews about.
That's so cool. I've got a queue of ones that are to be reviewed. Like I haven't even reviewed them yet, and so like do a video on. And mine's 27.
That's
so close. So so heroes that I've ever seen and thought were cool, and it's like, oh, I've got to give this a go. And like Alligator Loki from the other day, for example, I was like, oh, I got to play him. He sounds awesome. Or ones that I've promised. Like I promised Cash I would do his Albert. Like I didn't do it for
months. This is what happens, man. You promise someone something, and then it's.
And finally, last night, I finally did Albert. I was like, Cash, I did Albert. I'm so sorry. So, so you already mentioned the goat, and Beretta, or the goats. Yeah. Are there any other creators that have inspired you?
I mean, gosh, there's so many talented people on that Discord. I've built like friendships with some like Carmi. Me and Carmi hang out all the time.
Cool.
We play Marvel Rivals together all the time now.
Awesome.
He actually just built Loki.
Yeah. Storytime Loki. And
he built it for me.
Oh, cool.
Because I was telling him, and because we were playing Rivals, and I was like, people have tried Loki, but like all of the creations, they just really haven't done it for me. He's like, you know what? I'll take a shot at it. And so he made his version of Loki. So it's kind of for me.
That's awesome.
Kind of a big deal.
That is cool. That is a big deal.
But yeah, Carmi's great. I have to give Tuna a shout out. I played so many testing games with Tuna.
Yeah.
He's put out so much content.
I know. He's practically done all of Overwatch, right?
Yeah, he's crazy. He's a madman.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the creators, like there's so many like even the story I told where I stumbled on your video and like learned about Elsa through you. Like there's all sorts of like inspiring things. My son has he tries to test stuff, and he was testing your Nightmare on Elm Street stuff.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, we went through that. Like I said, I haven't figured out a way to review scenarios in a way that I am confident in, but besides like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah. Scenarios are actually my favorite thing to create other than heroes. I actually prefer to do scenarios. I wish I could do more of them. But they're harder. Trying to balance them is so much harder than balancing a hero, I think.
Yeah, because you have to balance everyone's fun with it. Yeah,
and it's one solo versus 4 player, and you know how it scales, and does the mechanic actually make sense? And like I made a scenario. I can't remember what it's called now, but it was a DC scenario, and like I play tested it for the very first time on stream with Joshy, and within 5 minutes he was like, "Wait a minute, this is broken. Like it's actually not physically playable." And I was like, oh my god, how embarrassing. Like the embarrassment. It's like, oh my god, how do we fix this? It's just, yeah. So scenarios are hard, but I love them. They're my thing. Cool. All right. So you said before that you made customs for Darkest Dungeon. Was that the video game version of it? So do you do modding?
No, yes and no. I work with my friend. Basically, he does the hard work. I provide ideas. But we did for Darkest Dungeon, and then he did a lot of Don't Starve, and so we would come up with ideas for the mods for Don't Starve as well.
Okay, so you don't do any of the modding yourself.
No,
You outsource.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you outsourced your Loki to Kami, and you outsourced your game mods to your friend.
Yeah, see, that's what we do.
That's smart. Work smarter, not harder. It's fine. Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I've got. I'll have a link to your your Reddit blog post thing in here as well. Have you got any other socials that you want me to link?
No, nothing in particular.
Okay. Are you planning on making a YouTube review channel? Please say no.
I would say no. Yeah, I would say no.
I don't want the competition, bro.
I like the writing style of like Reddit. I may get like a spot in the Discord to like post my reviews and stuff.
That'd be cool.
Arby's talked to me about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not too interested in the YouTube aspect. I'm not going to move in on you yet.
Yet, I love it. There's a section of the Discord that would be perfect for it. There's the creator, not the creator. It's the community stage. Jump in there.
Yeah, I've got to make it mine.
Okay. Cool.
So I got to figure out how I want to do that.
Awesome, man. I would go collab. If you want to have a collab on a review, let's do it. I'd do it.
Oh, of course.
Translate your reviews from the written version into the video form. I'll just read it out.
Yeah.
Like story time. I met Tuna on the custom Discord, and he has come back from a long hiatus. Like stuff like that. I've got a good audio voice. I can work. I can make it work.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Is there anything that we didn't discuss that you wanted to bring up?
Just the things that I do, like I feel honored that I get to like, talk to you guys and that you guys treat me with like respect and stuff. Like the work that you guys put in is very impressive, very cool stuff. And I just want like more eyes, more people to see like how cool this stuff is. That's what gets me going.
Yeah. I totally agree, man. I totally agree. That's the whole point of this. The whole point of doing this is I get to meet cool dudes and dudettes and just spread the word. That's all I want to do. I want to get more people in the Discord and we had a new person the other day and they're like, oh, I'm new, and put me in the direction of like certain stuff, and I was like, oh, cool. By the way, how did you find out about us? And it's like, oh, I just stumbled across it. Like, damn it.
That's how it usually happens, I think. Because I feel like I stumbled across it too. So.
Yeah, same. I just stumbled across it. Just happened to be there, and then met ES, and then I was hooked, line and sinker. Fell in love. With not necessarily.
That's funny. That's kind of how I felt like it worked too.
Yeah.
I met ES, and that was it.
Yeah, I was in hook, line and sinker. But like I said in the intro, I think you do like valuable work. I think I didn't want these spotlights to just be the people who actually make the stuff, but also the people that sort of contributed to the community. It's more of a spotlight of the community itself. And I think your reviews are awesome, but also just the positivity and the work that you do. I mean, you play test so much, it just puts everybody else to shame. It's just every time I turn around, you're playing a game.
Yeah,
wow.
My oldest son cringes every time. He's like, "You're playing it again." Yeah, man. What am I gonna do? Sit on the couch?
I know.
Do something else.
It's either that or I watch a boring NFL game. I mean, what
yeah, man. Like, come on.
You should be playing. In fact, why are you talking to me? You should be playing testing right now. But yeah, no, I just want to thank you for all that you do. I think you're a very important part of the community, and just keep doing what you're doing. It's amazing stuff.
Well, gracious.
Cool. All right, that's it. We'll call it there. If you ever make something like an actual custom thing yourself, man, I will spotlight it again. I'll have it on the show. It'll be a big.
Telling you, bro, Cowboy Bebop. It's in my brain.
I'm telling you, Faye, all the way.
I know.
But also, I mean, hopefully I'll get that Storytime Loki on there and stuff, and that's partly it. So it's good. Cool. That's it. If you watching this on YouTube, please do all the usual: like, subscribe, comment. Comment is probably the most important thing. Say hello to BubbleGum and everybody else in the community. That'd be really appreciative. And as always, absolutely as always, take care of yourself and the people that you love, and tell them that you love them as often as you can. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Bye.